Hey, what's up, Rugal? Oh, I just started. I just started, bro. How you like the new setup? Spent a couple hours making it. I was having issues with the um as cool as it looked. I was having issues with the resolution when I tried to like put it in that Japanese overlay, with the screen. I was trying not to block out the screen, but I don't know. Tried to go back to my old style, you know what I mean? So now we're doing full screen. Not too sure if the chat and the camera. Okay. I'm not too sure if it's too cluttered on the um, right side, or I should move. Should I move the chat box to the left, or should I just keep it as is, or what? And then I put alerts on the top left corner if anyone that'll pop up if follows or whatever. Looks good. All right, sweet. Why? Hold on. Anyway, how's your day going, bro? It's minimal right now? Okay. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. I mean, I really like the whole like overlay with the like a screen inside. I call it like TV mode, where basically like nothing is blocking the gameplay. But I guess a lot of people don't like that. People prefer maximum gameplay. So I don't know. I just went with full screen, I guess. I did like the previous one though, but maybe I'm just one of the few that like it like that. Oh, am I going backwards? I think. Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Also, another thing, it should performance-wise should run a little bit better because the other one I had like a lot of GIFs running in the background, and that was bogging down my computer a bit. So hopefully, it's probably not going to be that much noticeable, but. How's the game audio? And can you hear me okay? Is there anything up here? Day's going good. Caught up with some old friends today. Talk some real stuff. Oh shit, hold on, getting attacked. Day's going good. Caught up with some old friends today. Talk some real stuff. Also done my daily real stuff. I kind of have some real stuff going on. I don't know. My friend, he was like coming to the other side of the island yesterday, and I told him I was working. He wanted to hang out, but I told him I was working. But I was only working half a day. So I got off at 3 and I messaged him and he never got back to me. And he saw my message, so I don't know if he's like pissed off that I was working or what, but I wanted to hang out, but I didn't have a fucking choice, man. It's kind of funny too because I don't work on Sundays. It was like one of the few Sundays that I actually work. And he decides to come over to the other side of the island. Like, it was random. It was just out of the blue. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, bro. I'm working. I even told him, like, dude, I could take you to this really cool swimming spot or we can get something to eat and stuff. And he just, like, ghosted me. So, I don't know if I should call him out on that or I should just, like, let it go or what. I am. I'm kind of used to people doing this to me, so I don't know. Did they? Oh my god. Oh, people don't, yeah, dude. I'm not like making shit up. I wanted to hang out.
We're clear,
Yeah, I don't know.
The tunnel door
I kind of want to call him out on it. Like, dude, like, what the fuck? I had to work. Why are you being like, you know, why are you being lame? Why are you being a bitch? Like, he has a job, he should know. But the last time I did something like that, I lost a friend, so I don't really want to do that again. This one time, it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I gotta go back to the tank. I was supposed to go camping with my friend / coworker. We were both delivery drivers for Pizza Hut, and you know, we met playing Smash Bros. Like, he came to the card shop once, and we just played Smash, and I went over to his place, and we were just doing that for years, and we became friends. And then I got him a job working, you know, for Pizza Hut. Anyway, I'm digressing. We decided to go camping, and I bought like a new tent. I bought the charcoal because we were gonna do barbecues. You know, it was all planned out. Like, I spent like a month planning this, and he bailed on me like the day before. Like, we were supposed to go camping, and it wasn't just me. It was me, my girlfriend at the time, and then his girlfriend. So it was gonna be 4 of us, and I was so fucking pissed, dude. I was so mad, and I called him out on it in. Probably should have waited till after work, but I was kind of like steaming because I spent like $100 planning this, you know, and he didn't really give me like a good reason. He just said I didn't feel like it. I changed my mind, and I was like, well, bro, you could have fucking told me like a week before we were supposed to, you know, because I could have hung out with other people, you know, I could have hung out with other friends and shit like that. And I think I called him a faggot. Or a fuckface. I insulted him. You know, I was really mad, dude. I was really fucking mad. And, yeah, we're still not friends. You know. I run into him every now and then. He lives in the same town. Like, I ran into him maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago at Walmart, and we just like walked past each other. He saw me, we like looked at each other, but you know, because I feel like I shouldn't have to apologize. I don't know if it's me being petty or what, but I mean, I'm not really mad at, like, thinking about it now kind of makes me still upset. But you know, I think it was the money thing. I think it was like, because I spent like $100 on this fucking shit that, you know.
Big time ugly coming our way.
If he was gonna bail on me, I kind of was like hoping he would like give me some money to pay for the camping equipment and like the food and the drinks and the charcoal and all that shit, but he didn't. He just was like, yeah, fuck you, whatever. So. I don't know. Am I in the wrong? So that's why I bring that up, is because I kind of don't want to go through that experience again with my friend from yesterday. Because like, he didn't cost me anything. He just ghosted me. Yeah. He would have slept it off. Yeah. I was seeing red, bro. I was pretty mad that day. So yeah, I fucked up. I don't think he's I mean it was like it's been 10 years. 10 11 years since that happened. And I still think he wasn't I still think that wasn't really cool, man. I really don't. Like, yeah, I fucked up and what I did wasn't cool. But for him to have like no fault at all, like he could have told me, like, even if it was just 1 week in advance, because like I said, we planned this for a month. It's like he did it on purpose, you know? Like, why would you wait the day before? Like, what the fuck, dude? I've never done that to someone. Like, if there would have to be a good reason, like, you know, an emergency, you know, family in the hospital or something like that. Not just, oh, I just don't feel like it. Like, what the fuck?
Get out of here. Hey, let's roll.
Anyways, it was just it was me and my girlfriend at the time. We went camping. I mean, it was alright. I was kind of in a bad mood the whole. I probably like let her down because I just didn't really want to do anything.
We got company.
We're coming inside it. Man, these guys are like cockroaches.
Very nice, son. Nice and smooth now. The hell? Nice, baby. I'll navigate.
Oh, that's an update, by the way. She did reach out to me a couple days ago to wish me a happy birthday. I did see her, but I don't know. I kind of was off-putted by her. Like, I was nice, you know. I appreciated what she did, and you know, maybe in time,
Stay on target.
I'll, you know, forget about it. I was happy to see her, though. I was happy about that. And I was happy she wished me a happy birthday. I don't know. I guess I gotta stop thinking more from people. More from humans. Like, I think we're just like that by nature, you know? In my mind, I still, like, have hope that people are not shitty. But that's just not reality, you know? What the fuck, dude? Why is there 3 of these fucking ghosts here, man? If I were you, I'd take a step back when it comes to people, you know, and not get so close to them. I'd imagine you've lost so many people, you know. Oh yeah, dude. I've lost count. Girlfriends, friends, even family members, you know.
That's right. Found you. That's the last of them. This ghost is all over. Very secure.
It just bums me out because, you know, I don't really have like a huge, you know,
Enemy 10.
I'm not like Mr. Popular or anything. I have like a huge group of friends, and like the very few friends I do have, when they bail on me, it hurts, man, you know.
Open them up.
And every time it happens, it makes me less and less likely to befriend someone, you know, because I just don't want to be let down again. So I'd rather just be alone. That grunt was pretending to be dead.
Hey.
It's kind of funny, like, looking at the Marines, how, like, Master Chief, I think, is, like, 7 foot. I don't know, he's really tall, so it's just kind of regular Marines, and these guys are supposed to be Marines, right? They look so scrawny and tiny compared to Master Chief.
Enemy ghost inbound!
What I need to do is get a Banshee, because if I can get a Banshee, unless they changed it, I believe there's a skull at the top of this map, but it's a little bit difficult because you got. Why is this thing not blowing up? You have to hijack the Banshee and then fly upwards, unless they changed it in the remake. Something like you could never be alone. That's why you keep those that you do in close. I mean, yeah, you're right. I don't like being alone 100%. I'm not like my my roommate, my landlord technically. He really likes being alone. Like he's in his room all day. I hardly ever see him come out. I mean, he has a job like me, but I'm not that much of an introvert. Because I do like doing stuff. I like going to the beach still. I mean, I love swimming. I like swimming. I like going to the beach. But most of that stuff I just do by myself, you know? I don't really have friends that I've offered many times, but a lot of them are just, like, not interested. And I don't know if it's me or they just don't like swimming or what, but I don't know. But I do like hanging... I do like hanging out with people. Not all the time. I do get drained. Like I'm not really a party guy. I'm like a small group guy. Like I like hanging out in small groups. I have like a rule of 4. I can hang out in a group of 4 people, but if it's more than that, like I get like headaches, I get tired, I get exhausted, and I gotta go home and recharge, you know? I gotta be by myself. So it's not like I don't like hanging out with people. I just don't like hanging out with I don't like hanging out in ginormous groups. So yeah, I'm not really a party guy.
Goes inbound.
I know what I'm doing. I have a fucking tank here. It's about to blow up.
Ignore it. Relax.
I could have sworn that you could use the machine gun. I can only use the, can I switch it? Maybe I could switch it. No? I'm pressing every button except the fire button. I guess not. Like, maybe that was in later Halos you can use the machine gun as well.
I got plenty fire, you bastard. Taking fire from that ghost. Who's the man?
All I have is the
Snap out of it.
rocket launcher.
Nice. Got him. Target acquired. Area secure. Let's go.
What's going on in the story? Oh yeah, you never played Halo 1. So this... I mean, not really a spoiler. How old is this game? The story of the first Halo is basically the Covenant are here. They're kind of like religious zealots. And they believe that the Halo, which is this giant ring, is a weapon that they can use to control the galaxy. Oh, sorry. They think Halo is a... Well, it is a weapon, but they also think it's a tool that they can use to teleport them to heaven, or their Valhalla, whatever they want to call it. The prophets, there's 3 of them from the Covenant. If they were to activate Halo, they'd be sent to the Promised Land, right? the Forerunners, which were the race, they don't exist anymore. They came back in Halo 4, like the remnants of the Forerunners, but they were a species that built the Halos, the rings, to contain the Flood. The Flood is a parasite organism that basically brings the dead back to life. It's a virus. It just spreads, and it can adapt to any planet, any universe, any galaxy. It's basically the Zerg, but worse. So the Forerunners, they built the Halos to contain the Flood to save the universe, and then the Covenant, which is descendants of the Forerunners, they think it's something else. They think they have no idea that it's supposed to contain the Flood. And us as humans, the USNC, Master Chief, and stuff like that, we're here to stop the Covenant from activating the Halos and destroying the universe. Because, they'll release the Flood, and then the Flood will infect everyone and kill everyone. That's basically the story of the first Halo. There's a lot of comparisons between Halo and StarCraft. Like I always thought Halo like copied StarCraft because it's very similar. You have like the Covenant, which is Protoss. The Zerg is the Flood. The Xel'Naga is the Forerunners. Like it's uncanny that Bungie took ideas from StarCraft. The White Walkers. Oh, from Game of Thrones. Dude, that episode was so cool. When the White Walkers are like in that snow village or whatever, and Jon Snow was like fighting them and stuff. That was such a cool episode. I think it was like season 5, right? If you ever want to know, like, if you don't want to play the games, there's an anime called Halo Legends. I think it's only like an hour long, but it's basically a brief synopsis with really cool animation, by the way, of the Halo story, I think all the way up to Halo Reach. I mean, there's the books, too, if you want to read the books. I never read the books, but there is actually a lot of lore in this series. You're watching it for the 5th time? I've only ever watched, like, all the way through every episode. I've only ever watched Game of Thrones once. I just, like, powered through it. I waited for the entire series to finish, because that's what I usually like to do. I don't really like watching TV shows that are, like, still in production. I like to wait for them to finish. So I waited for Game of Thrones to finish, and then I just fucking marathoned it. I think it took me, like, a month to watch the entire Game of Thrones. But I do still watch highlights every now and then, especially ones from the Hound, because he's my favorite character. I've probably seen that one episode where he fucking kills everyone in that bar like 50 times. If you don't shut your cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room. I fucking love that scene, bro. It's so good. I fucking love the Hound. He's my favorite character.
We need to kill that Banshee.
Who wants a piece of me?
I think I fucked up. You're a talker. Talkers make me thirsty. And hungry. I think I'll have 2 chickens. You dedicated your life to the king. You're gonna die for some chickens.
Excuse me.
Someone is. I know that fucking line verbatim, dude. I watched it. I watched that scene so many times. He fucking like grabs his head, fucking stabs him, or makes him stabs himself, dude. It's fucking good. Arya Stark was cool. I like how I like her arc of getting like the special powers, like the telekinesis and stuff like that. That was pretty dope. Oh, dude, her betraying, what's his name, the red wedding guy. He was in that movie. He was in that show about vampires. Forgot his name. The Strain, the old guy. He was like the guy who guarded the borders between the two. I can't remember the name, the lands, but you know the ones the red wedding. He killed them all. Anyway, when she like pretended to be him, and then she killed his men, and then killed him. That was fucking dope, dude. And she was in disguise. That was so cool. If there's one complaint besides like, I think the biggest letdown is, I mean, the ending. What happened with, God damn it, the Lannisters. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. Who's the guy who lost his arm? Is it Jeffrey? No, Joffrey's the kid, right? Who's the brother and sister fuckers? The incest. I forgot their name. Their ending sucked. I'm sorry. That was such a letdown. Like they just get like the building crumbled on top of them. Like what the fuck? I'm glad the Hound actually had a good ending. Like he got to fight his brother. That was fucking sick. Cersei and Jaime. Yeah, I didn't like their ending. I thought that was a big letdown. I didn't like that. I wish Joffrey lived a little bit longer, because as much of a fucking scumbag that kid was, he was such a good actor. He was such a fucking snake, dude. I loved watching him on screen. I was pissed they killed him off. I think they could have had him live a little bit longer. I think he could have done way worse to the Stark family, you know? Yeah, apparently that guy got harassed. Like the actor, I can't remember his name. He stopped acting because people hated his character so much in Game of Thrones, dude. They fucking hated him so much that he got like death threats, and he's like a nice dude. He's like a chill. I've seen him like in interviews. He's a really cool guy, but he stopped acting because of it. I might be being hyperbolic. Maybe there's other reasons he stopped acting, but I remember in the interview he was talking about he got a lot of death threats and like a lot of hate mail and stuff like that. Like, dude, it's just a character. He wasn't harassed. I don't know. In an interview I saw, he was talking about some people were like, they couldn't distinguish the character from the actor. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Why does this have so little ammo? Yeah. I know that's. I can understand that. Like a lot of people don't like. He doesn't really bother me, but what's his name? Fight Club. Not Brad Pitt, but the guy got beaten up. The guy in the last Tron movie. Morbius. Jared Leto. He doesn't bother me, but apparently a lot of people like have issues with him. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like hate on Jared Leto. I don't think he's the best actor, but I don't like hate him. The only thing I heard that he did was kind of weird. Oh, he's a cult leader? I had no idea. I know he did some weird shit when he was playing as the Joker. Like, he sent a dead rat to one of his, one of the other actors or something. I don't know, he did, like, some weird stuff. I didn't mind him in the last Tron movie. I thought it was pretty good. And he played a good, Grayskull. Even though we didn't really get to see him, he did the voice for Grayskull in, the He-Man movie. Masters of the Universe. But yeah, I had no idea. Oh shit, what the fuck? I didn't see this guy here. I didn't know he was a cult leader. Oh yeah, his Joker was terrible. I would say he's the worst Joker, but fucking Joker 2 was an abomination, dude. And I love Joaquin Phoenix, but I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Is Joker 2 worse than... Well, he wasn't even really the Joker at that point. He was just some fucking weird loser. Yeah, maybe Jared Leto is the worst Joker because he was in character, unfortunately, the whole time. He definitely has the worst Joker laugh. Ugh. Well, didn't he appeared so there was Suicide Squad, and then he also appeared in the Justice League movie. He was briefly in that movie. Was he in Batman v Superman? I think he was in Batman v Superman, but he was like in a flashback, I believe. That's not worse than Joaquin Phoenix. No, I'm agreeing with you. I just had to think about it. Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. No. Jared Leto's is the worst. I had to think about it because I did like the first Joker movie, and I thought Joaquin Phoenix was amazing, but it's funny, Joker 2 just existing ruins the first movie because they retcon a lot of stuff, and it's like the people who made Joker 2 wanted to ruin their first movie. I don't know, it was really weird. It kind of reminded me of like the fourth Matrix movie where they like retconned a bunch of stuff. Like it would be better off that movie just doesn't exist, and then the first Joker movie would be, you know, I wouldn't really call it a masterpiece, but it'd be a really good movie. And now it kind of like tarnishes that. Oh, you call it a masterpiece? The ending was really amazing. Whoa, what the fuck was that? My game just glitched out. Yeah, I really like the first Joker movie. I still think Heath Ledger's my favorite Joker, though. I think that's a lot of people. And Mark Hamill. In fact, you know, I actually often think of, when I think of Joker, like, I instantly go to Mark Hamill, because his laugh and his mannerisms are, like, so iconic. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I couldn't... Oh, what the hell? I'm still alive. What? Oh. I think we have a glitch. That was supposed to kill me. Good job, devs. I gotta reload checkpoint now. Oh my god, dude. Fuck me, bro. I'm soft locked. I'll try to kill myself, but I don't think it's just gonna reload me back into the fucking pit, dude. Fuck, man. I gotta restart mission. Good job, 343. That's fucked up, man. Is there any way I can... Maybe there's a chapter skip or checkpoint skip. That's fucked up. Oh, okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh my god. Did you see what happened? Yeah, his performance was legendary. Okay, pro tip. Don't fucking go near the pit. I know what the fuck happened. That when I jumped in there, it was kind of weird because usually you can, in the older Halos, you can project the, jumping mechanics, but I couldn't do that, and I fell into the pit. And that pit should have killed me, but lazy devs, I guess. Sorry, give me a moment. That's because everything's automated. It's all AI controlled. It's really lame. To be honest with you, once I beat this game, I'm probably gonna uninstall it because I just don't really see the point of having this game when the Master Chief Collection is just as good. This might be the most pointless remake I've ever played. Like, if the Master Chief Collection didn't come out, then I would say, yeah, then this is good, or good enough, but it's pointless. Fucking hell. We're back in the day, PS2, GameCube days. Those games were polished. They had bugs, but nothing that would impede you in a normal playthrough, you know. Yeah, old ass games. There might have been a few bugs here and there. I mean, I do remember games freezing, you know. I'm not gonna say like PC gaming is like the only ones, you know, have these issues, because there was plenty of times back on the N64 where it would lock up, you know. But bugs, I didn't really experience too much. I didn't really experience retro games. I'm even going back, you know, SNES or NES, where like the game would glitch out and you just can't beat it, you know. I didn't really start experiencing that until like PS3 maybe. But they did freeze, you know, and you had to, you know, take it out, blow it, put it back in. In fact, I think the Sega Genesis, when it comes to like retro gaming, I think that one froze more than the Super Nintendo. Because I had both, and I remember playing Sonic a lot, and it would occasionally like freeze. Maybe it was just my Genesis, I don't know. But I do remember the PS3. I had that thing freeze a lot. Granted, I had like the original model. I had the fat PS3, the 60 gigabyte one, with the fucking million USB ports. And I didn't really, because I played more Xbox 360. I had both, but I played more on the 360, and I barely played the PS3. But when I did, it really annoyed me that it would freeze so often. Like, bro, I barely play you and you're fucking up already. Yeah, it does work. It cleans all the dust particles off the cartridge, the circuits or whatever, the circuitry. You can also use a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol to clean out the old NES, Super Nintendo. I used to always had like a friend over when we were playing NES. Well, not really NES. I'd say the N64, because at that point I was like a teenager. I would say, "Hey, will you blow me?" And I would hand him the cartridge. And then my friend, he'd blow me. Like, oh yeah, blow that cartridge. Oh yeah, you're doing such a good job. I was very immature. Still am. Fuck you, Pit. Tried to ruin my game. I knew the blow thing when I was a kid because I watched my mom do it. My mom's not really a gamer, but she did play on the NES. And one of her favorite games was Zelda 2. And when it wouldn't turn on, you know, she would take the cartridge out and put it back in. And I was like 6 or 7. I was like, what the fuck does that do? And she told me that it cleans it out and it makes it work, you know. Oh, here comes the bots.
resistance appears to be increasing. We must be close to the control center.
I'm trying to think of the worst game that had glitches that I've ever played. I think it might be Perfect Dark Zero. Yeah, on the Xbox 360. That game was an abomination, bro. You didn't know that till he's 21, he's 35. Wow. Is he a gamer? I can understand if you're not a gamer, then you wouldn't know that. Oh shit! Fuck, I didn't see him there.
Did you truly believe you could challenge the cover?
Fuck you! Get away from me! No! Fuck you! I think Halo grunts might be the most useless enemies in the history of gaming. They're literally just sponges. Oh, we're on the wrong way. Oh, hell yeah, I played the multiplayer. I fucking loved Halo 2 multiplayer. I played that when Halo 2 first dropped. I was there during the midnight release. I was in college. And I remember my friend and his friend went down to GameStop. We got the Xbox. I didn't buy one. I was with my friend who bought it. But it was kind of mine because he like lived right next to my dorm and he was always playing, so I could, whenever I wanted to, I could just go over and play Xbox. He got it, and then we rented out the game lounge. So like there was this lounge, it was mostly used for like foosball, ping pong, people would watch football, sports and shit like that. But you could rent it out if you wanted to. I think it was like $10 an hour or something like that. So we would rent out the entire lounge, and there was a big screen TV, CRT. It was Actually, it wasn't a CRT. It was a rear projector. It was the big, heavy fucking TVs that, you know, the ones that you can't steal. You know, you have to have like a fucking dolly like to lift it up. So we rented it out. We went to GameStop. We got the Xbox. We got the Halo 2, and then we played like, I think I skipped 3 days of school. We played for like almost a week nonstop Halo 2 online. It was awesome. OP builds were like battle rifle with the plasma pistol combo. Shoddy sniper, of course. Yeah, those are good times. I do like Halo Infinite multiplayer. I do play it. When it first came out, I played a lot of it. But every now and then I go back, and I'm glad it's actually doing a lot better now. It's like, it's still pretty consistent. There's a lot of players still. They fixed a lot of the problems, and now the game is actually a fun, competitive FPS. And so I was kind of disappointed in this remake. Like, how are you going to have Halo without multiplayer? Like, a lot of people buy Halo, kind of like Call of Duty, just for the multiplayer. I'd probably say more people probably buy Halo for the multiplayer than the single player. And for you not to have multiplayer is insane. I know a lot of my friends, like, I enjoy the single player for Halo games, but a lot of the friends I used to hang out with in college never touched it. They just went straight into multiplayer. Yeah, it is astonishing. Because I think Halo 1 multiplayer is just as important as the campaign. Granted, you know, it wasn't online. You could only play through LAN and stuff. But I had a lot of LAN parties playing Halo 1. We would play on Sidewinder, Blood Gulch, you know, 8 versus 8. Well, we didn't have that many people. But I would say it was more like 6 versus 6. But it was still fun. And I actually did... There was actually a way to play Halo 1, like the original Halo 1 online, through your PC. It was really cool. So, like, when I was living kind of like in the outskirts of nowhere. And my my friend's dad, he had an Xbox. And that was actually the first time I ever played Halo. Was on his Xbox. And he also had a PC like right next to the Xbox. Hold on, I gotta kill this hunter. What the fuck? There's another one? Oh yeah, there's always two. I forgot. I think I heard the death cry. I think we're good. What was I saying? Oh my god, I had a rocket launcher. Fuck, I forgot. Anyway, so he had a PC. He was mostly a PC gamer, but he had the Xbox in the same room. Well, I found out that if you take the Ethernet cable, plug it from the Xbox to the PC, and then there was a app called GameSpy. I used to use GameSpy all the time to play like old retro PC games like Jedi Knight Online, Warcraft 2, StarCraft. It was kind of like, it was like pre-Steam, like before Steam existed. It was a application where you could play retro PC gaming. But anyway, they actually had a mod or an add-on called the GameSpy Tunnel. And what that did is if you hooked up your Xbox via LAN connection to your PC, you could play Xbox games online. So I did that. It took a long time to set it up, but I got it to where I could play Halo 1 multiplayer through the PC. It was really, really fucking cool. Granted, it's hard because you have to, you know, there's not a lot of people who would be like willing to go that far to doing that. So I only ran into maybe like, I don't know, 10 people that had the GameSpy tunnel, but I was able to successfully play online, and a lot of times it was just like 1v1, just me and one other person on a map playing, but it was still pretty cool. This was before like Xbox Live even existed. Windows Live sucked, yeah. Well, Windows, like I said, it was GameSpy. GameSpy was really cool. I don't think it exists anymore. What was really cool about GameSpy was every time you would launch a game, there'd be some chick that would say, "Launching game.
This must be the
Welcome to
control
GameSpy."
room. Subtle.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was the way to play PC gaming. Like, if you wanted to play PC games that didn't have multiplayer, you had to download GameSpy.
Look,
Alright.
Covenant Banshees. You can use them to fly straight to the control structure. Don't let anyone else touch them.
Okay, I gotta steal one of these. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. EMP blast. Come on. Gotta time it just right, though. What? I hit it! The fuck? I mean, it was a library. What GameSpy could do is it scans your entire PC, and then you'll have a list, kind of like Steam, where it shows all your games. It also tells you how many people are playing a certain game when you launch it. You can probably find some history on the GameSpy, but yeah, I used that pretty much entire Windows 95 to Windows 98 era of PC gaming. The most popular games when GameSpy came out were Counter-Strike, of course. And when I say Counter-Strike, I mean like OG 1.4, original Counter-Strike. StarCraft, Warcraft 2, Jedi Knight, Quake 2, Unreal Tournament, OG Unreal Tournament. What else was there that was popular? Day of Defeat, which was like a Half-Life mod. It was like Counter-Strike, but World War II. I really enjoyed that game. That game was pretty cool because like you could actually bleed out, and you like if you got shot, you had to stay prone and patch yourself up. That game was actually like really hard to get good at. Half-Life 1 Deathmatch. We used to call it Kill Box because a lot of people would play that one map where it's just like a giant box and you kill each other. Oh, Age of Empires. Specifically, Age of Empires 2 expansion. A lot of people played back in the day. Yeah, so mostly like FPS and RTS games that GameSpy, a lot of people would be playing on. When did I find that old? We were using that in school till they got XP. When I was a kid, I had Apple II. Honestly, my PCs, I only experienced really in high school in my computer lab, because in my elementary and intermediate it was all Apple computers. we had those colored iMacs. The only place where I could actually like use a PC and play on a PC was the computer lab. In the entire school, that was the only one. If library, it was all iMacs. Any other class was like all iMacs. So, yeah. And it was then when I realized, because there was so many times I would bring like my booklet of PC games. Like I had like I still have it. It's up there, by the way. I have my old PC games on my game collection. I used to bring it to school, not knowing that Apple fucking hates PC gaming. Where you basically couldn't download or install any games. It would just error like, oh, you know, not compatible. So there was very few games back in the day that you could play on a Mac. It was like SimCity. I did get Warcraft 1 to work on it. Oregon Trail. I think that was like it was very limited on what the Apple computers could play when it came to PC gaming. Oh, I can run up and grab it. I forgot.
Covenant Banshees. You can use them to fly
No!
straight to the control structure. Don't let anyone else touch them.
Oh wait, what's over here? Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna.
The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to get us inside.
I believe there's a skull up here. How high can I go? Like, I mean, it depends for my mother. I originally bought a MacBook Pro only to find it doesn't play most Steam games. Then I bought an Alienware straight away. Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, Macs were just like educational purposes only, business. Wasn't really good for games. Oh, wait, there was another game I played on a Mac. It was called MDK, Murder, Death, Kill. I actually think it was made by Bungie. Because like Marathon came out. That was an old game. This was before Halo, of course. You bought a MacBook Pro to be different. What color did you get? Is that the control room over here? Oh. What's this? Oh, I can't even go here. Silver. Ah! I don't know where the skull is. They might have changed it in the remake. Maybe they put it somewhere else. But I was pretty sure there was one that's above, at the top of the ravine. What is going on? Oh, so you can't control your momentum in midair in this game. So if you jump forward, you can't like adjust yourself. Oh. Well, if you want to know more about the lore, we're just about to see a cutscene that'll explain pretty much the story of Halo, or why the ring exists. right after I die.
Over there!
Under fire! Hostiles approaching!
Oh, did he get me? Okay, no. I think it's right past these doors. There should be a cutscene. Yep.
This is it. Halo's control center. No. That terminal. Try there.
Half-Life Ragdoll physics were amazing, though.
Cortana? You all right?
Never been better. You can't imagine the wealth of information, the knowledge. So much, so fast. It's glorious.
So what sort of weapon is it?
What are you talking about?
Let's stay focused. Halo. How do we use it against the Covenant?
This ring isn't a cudgel, you barbarian. It's something else. Something much more important. The Covenant were right. This ring, it's Forerunner. Give me a second to access. Yes, the Forerunners built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to... Wait. No, that can't be. Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known that there must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something buried in this ring. Something horrible. And now they're afraid.
Something buried? Where?
The captain. We've got to stop the captain.
Keys? What are we...
The weapons cache he's looking for. It's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here. Find keys. Stop him. Before it's too late.
I always love when they say, there's no time, when you could literally just say, oh, there's a fucking virus, parasite, that'll infest and kill everyone. Literally, it takes more time saying there's not enough time to explain.
The last transmission from the captain's dropship
was from this area. That was over 12 hours ago. When you locate Captain Keyes, radio in, and I'll come pick you up.
Not too sure why the cutscene was so, like, the frame rate was really bad. I think it has something to do with the frame gen. Because, like, in-game looks fine, but the cutscenes look kind of off.
Dropship Victor 933, clear.
This they added in the game. The original Halo didn't have the SMG. It's pretty cool. They added weapons from later Halos in the remake. Yeah. Budget title. Well, when the original Halo came out, it was very impressive graphic-wise. And Halo 2. I would say it was probably one of the best looking games on the original Xbox. Besides Fable and Dead or Alive. Oh yeah, Soul Calibur 2 looked great. Spawn. We had Spawn on the Xbox. I don't have Soul Calibur 2 on the Xbox, but I do have the GameCube one. I have Link. That's the one I bought. Still have my copy right there. I always thought the PlayStation one was, or sorry, the PS2 version was so lame. Because like Xbox had Spawn, GameCube had Link, and PlayStation had Heihachi. And as cool as, you know, Heihachi is, I'm sorry, it's not as cool as Link or Spawn. It's nowhere as cool. Then again, like back then, I guess they didn't really have like any really Sony mascots they could use. What, Crash Bandicoot? I remember Spawn on the Xbox version of Soul Calibur 2 was broken because you could use the hover jump. So he has like one move where he like stays up in the air and he can throw axes, and you could just like keep doing that. You could keep like spamming that axe throw. Because I went over to my friend, he had the one for our Xbox, and we played Spawn. And I was like, wow, this is really, really stupid. We all about the GameCube one. Yeah. Link's pretty dope in that game. I was really disappointed when the Switch said that they were going to be bringing Soul Calibur 2 back with online play, and the online play is god-awful. It's like unplayable garbage. I was even watching Max play, or Trident play, and it was like, this is really bad. Well, Tekken was Sony exclusive at that time because it was only on PlayStation. Yeah, Bandai Namco owned Tekken, but Tekken was only on PS2 at the time. So that's why they used Heihachi. But I would have argued you should have used Jin. I think Jin probably would have been a better choice. There was a Tekken game on the GBA? I don't remember that. Then again, I didn't own a Game Boy Advance. I didn't own, I had a Game Boy, a Game Boy Color. I skipped the GBA because I was really unimpressed with the game libraries on there, and also like you couldn't see shit. The screen was terrible. And then I bought the DS when it came out, and then the DSi, and then the DSi XL, and then the 3DS. I guess the handheld market's done, huh? Like, strictly handheld. I know the Switch, you could consider it a handheld, but, like, the whole handheld exclusive market is kaput, huh? Oh, there's a link to it? Okay, I'll check it out.
Stay back! Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things! I'll blow your brains out! Get away from me! Ah! Ah! Don't touch me, you freaks! I won't be like you. I'll die first. They won't
Here.
get me.
I'll help you. I hit a skull! He had a skull. That's new. That's new. That was cool. Game over, man. Alright, check out the link. Hold on. Oh. Hold on. Wikipedia. Tekken Advance. Oh, yeah. I had no idea. Yeah, I never played it. That's cool. Legacy of handheld was all put on the shoulders of on the Switch. Sony didn't really do well. Yeah, I only have like a handheld of PSP games. In fact, the only reason I got a PSP is for Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Lions. That was good enough. That was the sole reason of me buying a PSP. Yeah, I got a couple other games. I got Wipeout, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, Power Stone Collection, Final Fantasy, Dissidia, Tactics Ogre, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which I still have never played. Crisis Core, which was a great Final Fantasy. Oh, and Final Fantasy IV collection, which was Final Fantasy IV with the Wii, I believe, WiiWare expansion. Like, they actually made a sequel to Final Fantasy IV like years later, but it was only on the Wii, and it was only on the eShop, like the digital Wii. I think they call it WiiWare, I believe. But then they ported it to the PSP, and that's where I played it. Yeah, I only played 3 Kingdom Hearts games. I played the 1 and 2 and Rechain of Memories. I thought about going back because I want to play 3, and then I didn't play Birth by Sleep. I have like all the games. I bought that master, like the, I don't know, the one that's the compilation of like all the games. Yeah, I like Kingdom Hearts. I really like the combat for Kingdom Hearts, and the music's great too. I like the music. I don't like how Sora, like, every game he seems to forget what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know why he questions everything. Like, dude, you've gone through this, how many games now, and every time it's like he has amnesia. I remember Kingdom Hearts 2. I didn't want to leave the Hercules world because you got to have Auron as a guest character, and he's like my favorite Final Fantasy, or one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters in like the entire franchise. And I just wanted to stay in the Hercules world, the Colosseum, just so I can have him as a party member. I was like, dude, just come with me. I don't want fucking Donald and Goofy anymore. You're way cooler than this fucking the stupid duck and dog. That's where the flood appears. This reminds me of Resident Evil 1, when you come across that tape. How was it Kenneth? How he died.
Watch your mouth, son. This stuff is your history.
I always like when games do this, when you like find a video of the person that you find a dead body and you find their video of how they died. I kind of like that. And it's tropey, but I always thought it was cool.
You ask real nice next time you see him, Vicente. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Yeah, I remember. It was like towards the end of Resident Evil 1 when you get to the Umbrella Lab. You find the tape, which is kind of weird why that tape would even be there, because it's so far away from the body. Like, how the fuck did that tape get there? But whatever. You find his tape. And the guy's like shooting everywhere except the fucking zombie. He's like, dude, stormtroopers have better aim than Kenneth from fucking Bravo team.
Okay, let's move. Wait here for the captain and his squad. Then get your ass inside.
Oh yeah, Epic Launcher does suck. It's cool that they gave you free games though. That's how they try to keep you around, is they offer free games. But yeah, it is annoying. I hate how Epic Launcher has to always update. Every time I use it, it's like there's an update. Like, what are you updating?
Sir! Right, let's get this door open. I'll try, sir. But it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down. Just do it, Moraine. Yes, sir. You better have a look at this, Sarge. What you got? Covenant. Lots of them. Except they're all dead. Show me. Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides. What's that? Plasma scoring? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an accident, you know, friendly fire or something?
What do we have, Sergeant?
Looks like a Covenant patrol. Badass elite units. All KIA.
Real pretty. Friend of yours?
Nah, we just met. I got a bad feeling about this. Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something.
What the?
Captain, Sarge, can you hear me?
What's going on, soldier?
Yeah, that's true.
Blast them! They're not coming!
So does BattleNet.
Corporal, do you copy? Over. Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on. But I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an order. But Sarge, listen.
What is that?
Where's that coming from, Mendoza? Everywhere. I don't... Above you! There! Get out! Let him have it! Get out!
This is straight fucking aliens right here.
God damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapon! Sergeant, we're surrounded.
There's too many, Sarge! Don't even think about it, Marine! Oh, this is local!
Get back here, Marine. That's an order.
Jenkins! Behind you!
That's where it ends. It's also the first time you get the shoddy. Hey, where's my shotgun? The fuck? What? I could have sworn you get the shotgun here. Oh, here we go. I can't remember if it was Halo 1 or Halo 2 that had the hive mind stage. I think it might have been Halo 2. Dude, that map on Legendary is fucking... My god, dude. That took me forever to beat. Back in the day. Okay, how do I get out of here? Ah, there we go. I had to watch the story of the Halo Pantheon, but I remember the first game had no context at the start. Just dropped the player and so much a Halo 3 experience. Kind of a turnoff. Well, I mean, it's a pretty bare bones story, the first one. But if you look at the overarching, you know, the first 3 games, the story, it's it'll make sense. The overall take of this game, or at least the first 3 Halos, is just a bunch of crazy religious zealots that want to destroy the galaxy, and you have to stop them. That's pretty much it. It's kind of funny because StarCraft is like the opposite. Like the Protoss know about the Zerg, and they do everything. The humans are actually the ones that are fucking up. The Protoss is trying to do everything they can to stop the Zerg from spreading. And in Halo, it's the opposite. It's the Covenant, which is basically like the Protoss. They're the ones fucking everything up, and us humans are the ones that have to stop them. What happened to the elevator? Oh, there's a shotty. Yeah. It looks a little different. Second best gun in the game. Besides the rocket launcher. No, they can't see you. But if you touch them, they'll spot you. Or if you fire. the active camo wears off after a certain amount of time as well. In multiplayer, you know, other people can see you, even if you have the camo. It's just harder to. I think the biggest plus of having the camo, it's not the fact that you can be seen or not be seen, but in multiplayer, because auto aim is on by default, when you're translucent, the auto aim doesn't work. So like, it's harder for you to get killed if someone's shooting against you, because it just won't auto lock on until the translucent effect wears off. And that's actually really helpful if you're going against someone who has the energy sword, because there's no auto lock on.
This is Echo 419. Chief, is that you? I lost your signal when you disappeared inside the structure. What's going on down there? I'm tracking movement all over the place.
Sir, thank God you're here. We've been lost out here for hours. After we lost contact with the rest of the mission, we headed for the RV point, and then these things...
It's just a normal thing when it comes to console gaming, or first-person shooters on console. There's usually auto aim that's on. They got to figure out a way to somewhat compete with, you know, the PC gamers, because PC, when it comes to like FPS games, you're always going to be faster on PC. Like, keyboard and mouse is always going to be faster than using a controller. So to compensate, they add, you know, auto lock on, auto aim for console gamers. I don't have any problem with it in a single player mode though. Single player game, it's like whatever. But yeah, it is kind of a form of cheating if you think about it. Whoa. Well, those were more like, you know, you have to like stand still, aim, and shoot. Oh, this is where Guilty Spark appears. I forgot. And the most annoying level in the game is about to happen. I think it's right after this stage, if I'm not mistaken. The library stage.
Switching targets.
I'll kill you for that, you piece of crap!
Keep the heat on.
Don't stop shooting it! You're going down! Now make sure it's dead! Got him in my sight. Drag out!
Jimmy, you can't go around.
I'm not gonna die like that!
That'd be a fun game to stream. Conker's Bad Fur Day. I haven't played that game in so long. What if I should play the Xbox version or the N64? What the fuck?
More of them! Fall back to the structure! I'm not gonna die like that!
How's this feel?
The N64? I haven't played that version since I was a kid. Well, the first time I played Conker's Bad Fur Day, I rented it from Blockbuster. And it was the first, like, M-rated game that I played. The Great Mighty Pooh. I like the Xbox version, but I was really disappointed that they censored a lot of the stuff. I know, like, after you beat the game, you can have the uncensored version, but I'm like, why don't you just have that from the get-go? Because a lot of people that never played Conker's Bad Fur Day, they might have played the Xbox version, and I don't know, first impressions mean a lot. How are you gonna censor the Great Mighty Pooh? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Get out of here before any more show up. Come on.
I still listen to the soundtrack to that game. I really like the music for Conker's Bad Fur Day. Especially the overworld map. And the rock techno place. Rock Solid, I think it's called.
Someone has released the flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving this installation, but I require your assistance. Come, this way.
Chief, I've lost your signal. Where'd you go? Chief! Chief!
If the flood escapes this halo, it will of course consume all viable hosts in this galaxy. Why, naturally, the flood is simply too dangerous to release, and mass sterilization protocols may again need to be enacted. Of course, samples were kept here after the last catastrophic outbreak, for study. It seems that decision may have been an error. I would conjecture that the other species currently on the installation are responsible for releasing the flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas. We must collect the index before we can activate the installation. We are near the index chamber. Follow me.
Oh boy, this is the worst fucking part of the game.
Curious.
The fucking library. Hopefully the remake's not as bad.
The index is naturally our first priority.
The stage sucks ass, dude.
Without the index. We must make our way to the transit lift on the other side of this level.
The N64 version is better. I like the Xbox version, other than the censorship.
Your combat skin is not fitted with a contragravity head?
I really enjoyed the multiplayer for the Xbox version because they actually added like a futuristic war or whatever. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to play much of it because like just a lot of people weren't playing it. I played it maybe like a handful of times, but I really enjoyed the multiplayer of that game. Yeah, it kind of sucks they didn't bring back like all the multiplayer, like the Weasel heist missions and stuff like that. But I don't know, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, the N64 version is a classic. Great game. I'm gonna take a break. I need to get something to eat before I do this mission because it's gonna annoy me. I'll probably be back in like half an hour. I'm gonna get myself some lunch. But yeah, thanks for chilling, Rugal. Yeah, I'll be back.